Hello, everybody. This is Bobby Raffin here, and I am going live with Jenessa Roberts today. So I am going to be getting her on here in just a second. And let's see. Here we go. Okay. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Lena. See if this is working. I never know if the invite has gone through or not. Hey, Jenessa. Jenessa's in the house. Hey, Todd. Thanks for joining live, you guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'm doing this right. I've done it a couple of times, so I should remember how to do this. Sometimes it takes a while for the invite to go out. Have you gotten it yet, Jenessa? Since you're invited. Oh, there we go. So it's for everybody, it's invite and then hit add. So I remember invite, hit add. And I think she's on her way. Jenessa, yay! Oh my gosh, hi there. So everyone, I want to introduce you to a very wonderful friend of mine. I am just so thrilled that Jenessa is here with us today. I am so honored. A little backstory. Janessa and I met probably about a year ago online. And it is so funny because so many people reach out to me, and I was at the convention in October, and people actually came up to me and said, "Oh my gosh, how's Jenessa? She's your sister, right? Is she here?" So people think that we're sisters, and we haven't even met in person yet. So it's hilarious. We both like motorcycles and fishing and camping, and I'm quite a bit older than her. I'll add that right now. Get that out of the way. So I just I just want to introduce you to Jenessa. I'm so thrilled that she's here, and I want her to share her story with you guys because she's got such an awesome story, and she's doing so good in our company, and I'm just so proud of her, and I'm so honored that she's my upline, and I just want to pick her brain and get all the goodness from her that she's learned during this time. So Jenessa, take it away.
Thank you so much, Bobby. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Good. I just want to thank you for inviting me to be able to do this with you. A couple of years ago, I would never have seen myself doing this. And being able to invest in yourself and invest in what you think is important for you is so vitally important. Like the amount of confidence that you grow on a journey is crazy. So I'm going to start by saying I am a stay-at-home mom. I became a stay-at-home mom in 2014. I had my second son. We had some health issues, back and forth to children's hospitals and stuff like that. I was on maternity leave in Canada. We get a year maternity leave. So I wasn't worried about money at that point, but I knew that we needed a second income because all of a sudden now I'm going to stay home. I've got childcare if I was to go back, and I was going to be $1,400 a month just for the two children. So I knew there was something else that we needed to be doing. I needed to either babysit or find something else. And I didn't know what it was. So I was on a search to find a way to make some money, right? We didn't apply for, subsidy for childcare because my husband was making good money, just not enough money to cover our bills. It's like living in California here in Alberta. We make good money, but it costs a lot of money to live. It cost us a lot. So with our second income, I went with the route of babysitting for a while. So I had 5 kids in the house, ranging from 2 to 10. And it was crazy. And I had kids in my house for 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, and it was a lot, and it stressed me out. Not saying that I don't love children, but there was a lot to it, and a lot to it looking after somebody else's babies, children. I want to say they were bigger, right? So I had been in and out of network marketing. I started our first network marketing company in 2008. And so I knew about, residual income. I knew about how it worked, but I never recruited anybody. I never had a team. I had always struggled with confidence, how to grow, what to say, what to do, where to be, all of these things. So I struggled for a really, really long time. I was in and out of companies. And never, like I said, I never sponsored anybody, not one. So in 2016, 2017, I started getting coaching from Robert Hollis, who is our upline, the gentleman that introduced us to what we are currently doing. So, like I said, things were tight here in Alberta. We are, there was lack of work. We have no money to get the oil out of our province. So we were struggling. We were getting laid off. There was not a lot of stuff going on. So we put our house on the market, and it was a really bad time to sell. And we were struggling with bills. We were struggling with the amount of time that my husband was investing into work, not seeing our kids. And I was staying home struggling with babysitting and kids and, all of those things. We would miss mortgage payments. We racked up credit cards to $75,000 over the last 3 years. We were going to the food bank. We were really struggling to get by. And it's funny how people perceive things because, we were making good money, just it wasn't enough. And I don't know if anybody else can relate with that. It's just, it was always, we didn't have enough to make it to the end of the month. So we were always putting something on a credit card, and it was tough. So in March 2017, we had our house on the market for 9 months. And we were going to either lose it to the bank, we were going to have to foreclose our house, or we were going to get an offer. And God rained down on us. We got an offer on the house in March 2017. We were going to lose a lot of money doing it, but it was either lose a lot of money and take a loss or foreclose and be in that place for 7 years, right? So we took a big loss on our house. In March of 2017, the amazing Melody Ryba, so one of Robert's 55th millionaires, reached out to me and said, Jenessa, Robert is coming out of retirement. You need to take a look at this. And because I love Melody, she has been one of my coaches forever. I trusted her. I trusted her opinion. I trusted what she was looking at. I seen it and I was like, this is huge. The products, the system, Robert, the leaders that we had, I was like, I need to join this, but I don't have the money to do it. We're about to get foreclosed on. So I reached out. I grabbed up as much money as I could. I borrowed what I could. And we were within the month of joining this company. I had brought on 22 people, which included Bobby. Bobby has been in this since the very beginning. So that makes me, So I brought 22 people, which I had never brought on. I had never had a team in my entire life of my network marketing career. And in that first month, I made almost $1,400 US in 1 month. So when you think you're scared because it's going to cost this amount of an investment, I turned around and I created something that I could pay back all the people that I borrowed this money from. And I'm Canadian, so when I changed that over, I convert that over, it was almost $2,000 in 1 month. Now, I'm not saying everybody can do this, But I'm going to tell you that the system that this company has laid out for you, the step-by-steps, the information, how they are guided, your back office, all of that stuff is provided to you. So you do not have to come into this with a team, with an email list, with, a whole bunch of, Facebook friends. You can do this from day one because Robert teaches you, Melody teaches you, the company has all the information, all the resources, everything available for you. So when I joined this, I had been on the product for a month. I had been on the CBD oil for a month. And I'm not going to say that this is going to happen to you or it's, whatever. I had researched, and at the end of April, when I had got this great big paycheck, I found out I was 4 weeks pregnant. So I'm not saying CBD oil will make you pregnant. So guys, it's okay, I promise. But if you are, I don't want to say that it will help with your fertility. It did with ours. We struggled for 7 years to have our first child. So I'm not going to say that it will or it won't, but it could. It helps with anxiety. It helps with, just there is a ton of things that it can help with, and I'm not going to say it does, but it could. Okay, so we're in this amazing industry of CBD oil. Now, I joined this to make money. I never ever dreamed of being a full-time network marketer. I didn't want to be a coach online. I didn't want to do this as an online thing for the rest of my life because that's not what my passion was. I've been working professionally with dogs since I was like 17 years old. So just about 15 years or so. So animals are my passion. Animals where I've gone to school to do search and rescue training, how to do service dogs. Hold on, buddy. Sorry, I have a 4-year-old here. So just, bear with me, guys. Good job.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
So that is the reason, that I can be able to work at home. This industry, this business works really, really well for us because I can stay home. I can still raise my children. I'm 37 and a half weeks pregnant with our third baby. I can still run a business. I can still bring extra income into our family. And we don't have to struggle like we did before. So like I said, network marketing was never this is what I want to do with my rest of my life. And there's a lot of people in that niche where I don't want to be a network marketer, but I do want to make some extra money so I can do what I love. Maybe you love to go fishing. Maybe you love to, support the elderly. Maybe you want to just donate money to somebody that's going to change their life. Robert Hollis donates money to the Starkey Hearing Foundation. So there's lots of little kids out there that have never been able to hear their mom or their dad say, I love you. And he donates money to this organization that creates hearing aids for children so they can hear those words for the first time. To find something that touches your heart and creates fulfillment for you, right? So I couldn't have done this without Robert Hollis. If you guys have never read this book, I know it's backwards, reach out to Bobby and she will send this to you. So Bobby has access to this. We were given access so we could share this with you. So this is Robert's story of how he became an 8-figure earner. So you're saying to me, Jenessa, I don't want to be an 8-figure earner. That's crazy. I can't do that. Well, Robert's gone through hard times. He knows what rock bottom feels like. Like most of us, we feel like we've gone to the very bottom and we don't know how to get back up. He's been to jail. He's got a criminal record. He's been there. But he's also helped, he's found coaches and mentors. He's created, the system, this group, our training, our support. We are a family in this group. And like I said, I've been in multiple MLM companies and they get you in and they run away. Yeah. And I don't know, yeah, Bobby just waved because I know It's happened to me, it's happened to her. We've all struggled with this. If you've gone into that marketing industry and you're scared, because I get it, I totally have been there. And I know Bobby has too. Like we have so much in common. You know, we're a family in this group. We have people that are not part of our downline, and we're all working together. We're all working together as a team to lift each other up, to see results. Because this is not about, you know, who can get to the top, you know, the fastest, and I'm going to push everybody out of the way to get there. We're here to lift everybody up. So it's a totally different experience in the last little bit, right? So make sure that you reach out to Bobby and ask her to join this free group that Robert's created. So Robert has created this free group, and it has all of his training, how he got to, in the last 8 months, how he's made $180,000 in 8 months. He has documented step by step on how he's done it. You don't have to be in the network marketing industry for 10 years to be able to achieve success for you. You know, you can go to Robert's website and you can pay for it, or you can say, hey, Bobby, I want you to add me to this group. I want to take the free tour on what this is all about because I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of being in the same place. I don't want to do this anymore. You know, we all get to that point where we're done struggling, we're done, but we don't know where to turn to. We don't know who to ask for help from, or that we were taught that asking for help is a sign of weakness, because it's not. It's not. You can reach up to as many people as you can and ask for as much help as possible so you can turn around and do the same thing and help other people. That's what creates the fulfillment in our life, is being able to support and help and reach out to other people and do those things. So this business, I have always been told it is a market disruptor. So this business, the number one trend going right now is CBD oil, which is insane. Okay. So the number two, right, exactly. The number two publicly traded commodity is what we currently have as product as well. And it is CBD infused coffee. So we have CBD infused coffee, and the number three is the creamers and what you put into your coffee. And that is another product that we have. So we have CBD infused coffee, we've got CBD oils, and we have the creamers to go with it. How crazy is that to be the number one trend, to have the, you know, the publicly traded commodity number two and number three in the world, just over oil, right? So this is crazy. Make sure you reach out to Bobby and say, Bobby, I want to take the free tour. I want to know what you are doing and why everybody is jumping into this. I'm going to tell you that this industry right now, we're at $500 million for this industry. Now, Forbes is forecasting that this CBD industry is supposed to reach $22 billion by 2022, sorry. So we've got 3 years. Can you imagine the growth? This company over the last year has grown 1,100%. 1,100%. Last year, I don't know what the numbers were for the entire year, but I know last month, the month of November, we made $14 million in 1 month.
Wow.
The growth of this company is staggering. And you say, Jenessa, I don't want to be a network marketer. You know what? I don't want to either. I don't. This is my vehicle, and I'm not sure how Bobby feels about this whole, you know, what this is. And a lot of people are scared of network marketing because a friend of a friend or a friend tried it and never made it anywhere. And they struggled and they didn't know what to do, and they didn't have support, and they didn't have a downline. They didn't have, you know, people to talk to. We can show you how to find people. This doesn't have to be just a local thing for you. We can show you how to build a online countrywide, business. We have people in our team that are from the Philippines, from Australia. I'm in Canada. Bobby's in the United States. We've got people in Ireland. We have people in India. This is a worldwide company with so much support, so much information, so much training that if I can do this as a stay-at-home dropout mom that went to college and I quit, you can totally do this as well. So reach out to Bobby and say, Bobby, add me to the group. Give me this book about Robert. I want to know where he came from. And if he can do it, I can do it. And I want to take the free tour. I want to know what you are doing and how this is going to impact my family and my life over the next 3 years to a business that's supposed to get to $22 billion. If you knew that Apple or Microsoft, or you could jump in before it went crazy, would you? Would you? Because I know if I knew about those things, I would have jumped in seconds. It would have been hard. You don't know. You don't know. But if Forbes is forecasting that this is going to be the massive growth that we're looking for, why not? Reach out to Bobby, ask her for this free tour because you're not going to be let down. This is going to be amazing. So, thank you so much, Bobby. Is there anything that you wanted to add, or I kind of took over? I'm sorry.
I wanted you to. This was for you, so this is awesome. I'm so thankful that you were open to do this interview with me. I love listening to your story. I love hearing what you had to say. That was amazing. I learned even more while you were talking about the growth of the company. It's crazy. I don't want to take up too much time, but I started for my health because personally, I was at a point where it started about at 47, 48, and I was walking with a cane. My back was always out. My elbows hurt. My knees hurt. I had no energy. I was like, a shell of a person. And that lasted until 52, which was May of this year. And I'm going to be 53 in actually just a couple days. And I feel so good. I can rototill my garden. I can do all kinds of stuff. So that's what got me started. And I thank you for reaching out to me. That was, a life changer. Your message to me changed my life, literally. And so thank you. I love you. So I'm just so blessed and happy to be working with you, Jenessa. And thank you for joining us. I so appreciate it. So if any of you do want to hear about this and find out what's going on, because it changes lives in so many ways. So many. The possibilities are just mind-blowing. So let me know and I'll be happy to share that information for you. Like I said, it changed my life. So thanks, Jenessa. I don't want to keep you any longer. I know you have some kiddos to take care of, and thank you. You have an awesome day. And thank you everybody for joining us. I'll come back and we'll answer all your messages, and we appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Bobby. Thanks everybody for hopping on.